It's all about getting the height on the drizzle as well. Really accentuates the flavour.
Beautiful.
Jarring judgments.
It reminds me of scrambled egg. But with a brown sauce. I normally have scrambled egg on toast.
Here we go. Oh! Go on.
Yes! And a tossing tournament.
Oh!
It's the only thing she's winning tonight.
As 5 aspiring Ainsleys go head-to-head for a tray of 20s.
Please, I need this. I need these to work.
It's the final night in Bolton, home of Bolton Wanderers Football Club, the first ever team to win the FA Cup at Wembley. And someone else who likes a bit of hallowed turf is today's host, green-fingered financial advisor Louis. You do know that bush is plastic, right?
I've worked hard in life so I can reap the benefits and afford the fancier things in life, and I quite fancy that grand in my back pocket tonight.
But to do that, he'll have to beat this funky foursome.
Cheers!
Starting with Monday's host, Teacher Katie, who opted for a sophisticated veggie menu.
Ooh, that looks good. Thank you.
Nice.
But while the cocktail making shook things up, the food didn't cause much of a stir.
I feel as the days have gone on that I'm probably not at the top of the leaderboard anymore. But as long as I'm not at the bottom, which I don't think I am, I'm fine with that.
Very gracious.
The Lord is ready for a royal evening.
Next was salon owner and Lord come lately Shane,
So here's to a good night.
whose regal revelry has left him last in line for the crown.
Looking back on my night, I definitely supplied the laughs. So this is my king cheesecakes. Even if they were laughing at me, not with me.
Shane won't be laughing when he sees a score of 21. On night 3, influencer Tandy was hoping a taste of the exotic might make her guests marvel.
The star of the night is the ostrich fillet steak. My night, I think it went really well. Everyone got to experience adventurous and exotic food. It's actually fresh from South Africa. Ooh. But I got it from Aldi. I could still win the competition. I mean, I bought them a bit of my culture and just something they've never had before, I think, yeah.
So let's do this!
Yeah!
Last night saw no messing from no-nonsense HR manager Jay,
Looking great. Let's go.
with meat and potatoes and a 4th cheesecake of the week.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I am buzzing from last night. It went really well. A lot of laughter. I think everyone really enjoyed themselves. The drinks were flowing. It was a good night.
Keeping it simple wasn't stupid, as Jay scored an impressive 33 points, putting her top of the pile with one night to go.
Hello?
All week, though, there's been one name on everyone's lips.
Louis.
Louis.
Oh, Louis.
Louis, it's been the loudest all week, hasn't it?
So you ready for a party?
Whose motor mouth and outlandish outfits caused consternation for some contestants.
Naughty step.
3 minutes.
Today he gets the limelight that I guess he thinks he deserves.
Louis being Louis, it wouldn't surprise me if he just pulled out some tinned hot dogs.
It could be pasty barm. It could be sushi like me. Who knows?
Let's find out from the man with a plan.
Tonight I'm doing top quality, premium food. It's going to be like going to a fancy gastro pub, and I don't think they're going to have any idea what's going to hit them.
And his fancy menu begins with the starter, honey roasted parsnip soup with homemade cheese and onion bread. Ooh! Hey, Shane? What do you reckon? Shane? Shane!
Yeah, I've never had that.
Well, that was worth the wait.
I knew he was going to outdo me in the soup and the bread.
Wow. He's going for it.
That's really good. I love honey roasted parsnip. That's how I like them.
Louis starts by peeling and chopping his star ingredient.
This is decadent soup, this. I think if I don't get the word decadent described, I'll be slotting it in myself.
He adds them to a tray and covers with honey.
It's all about getting the height on the drizzle as well. Really accentuates the flavour. Get some air into those parsnips.
Interesting technique. He adds thyme, seasons, and pops in the oven to roast. Next, celery and onions are combined to make a stock. He adds water and leaves to simmer.
Steamy.
Then he gets started on the homemade bread.
So we've got a nice bit of mature cheddar now going into the bread just to give it that more richness.
Lots could go wrong, I guess. I don't think bread's the easiest thing to make.
It's almost like a rugby ball, this.
Oh, I don't want it.
Hey, in it goes.
The dough is set aside on top of the tumble dryer, of course.
They'll prove really nice in here.
Hopefully it doesn't shrink. Once risen, it's in to bake. Back to the soup.
Very happy with how they've turned out.
The roasted parsnips and the stock are chucked in a blender.
Shake your lids on if it's not on.
I'm not a fan of a soup that's got bits in it. I'm hoping it's a smooth, creamy, thick soup.
Looks pretty thick to me. How does it taste?
Decadent.
Yeah, well, you would say that. Starter done, it's on to the main. Lamb Wellington and a salmon version for Katie.
I love a good Wellington. I've never had a lamb one, though.
Yeah, that's a good main.
This is how I'm going to be cooking my lamb. I'm going to be putting it in this Wellington. It's going to have so much flavour. It's really going to accentuate the lamb. I'm only kidding.
Oh, whoopsie. After a trim and a season, the lamb's slammed in for a seal.
It's really fine dining, a bit of posh, bit of gastro with this course, a lamb Wellington. I bet not many people have seen that on a menu.
While the meat rests, he gets on with a mushroom duxelle. Very fancy.
Louis definitely trying to impress us. I was expecting more like pie and mash.
You don't get many 16, 17 stone second rows that can cook like this.
Not just good with the egg chasing, then. Once cooked down, the mushrooms are chopped together with wilted spinach and then placed on top of the lamb before being wrapped in Parma ham.
This holds it all together.
Hold on, is that shop-bought pastry?
When they asked, did I make my own pastry? Technically, I did roll it out and make it thinner, so I did make it.
Cheeky. He caresses the pastry around the lamb, ready to be cooked tonight. And the steps are repeated for Katie's salmon.
If he pulls it off, it could be really nice and really, really tasty. I'm hoping it is.
She had salmon yesterday, but it was kind of plonked on the plate. This will be a showstopper for her. I know she likes her style.
Once assembled and wrapped, it's done.
Lovely. Salmon on croûte.
Both mains will be served with truffle mash and charred leeks. So it's on to dessert. Apple crumble soufflé.
Not a cheesecake.
I think I'd rather have had a cheesecake than an apple crumble souffle.
Probably blow my mind if Shane knows what a souffle is.
Let's find out.
I've never had a souffle before. Is that like the ball or something that he puts the apple crumble into?
Oh, Shane!
I'm going to start with a crumble, obviously, get myself in the zone for today so I can crumble away that competition.
I see what you did there. To make the crumble mix, he combines butter, flour and sugar and chucks it in to cook. Before prepped apples are popped in a pan.
One of my party tricks at rugby is that from a kick-off sometimes, I'm a bit of a show-off, like, you know, and I try and catch the ball behind my back, so I thought we could try it with an egg today.
You sure about that?
Yeah, we're ready for it. Here we go. No messing.
Drop it, drop it. Hey!
Oh, dear. I hope it doesn't start cooking on our heated floor. I will be having fried eggs with our Wellington.
And no one wants that. Once cleaned up, the egg whites are separated, ready for tonight. Oh, and he's throwing them again.
Oh, so close.
There'll be no eggs left in Bolton at this rate.
Right, and we'll see you later. And voila, homemade crumble topping.
The cooked apple pops into a blender for a blitz.
Like it's just been picked off a tree.
He'll assemble and cook it all tonight.
He's given himself a lot to do. He's going to be even busier in the kitchen than I thought. I can imagine him being all red and sweaty in the face, like, as we speak now.
You'd think that, but this is Louis, and while he soaks, the others contemplate the night ahead.
Dress code, flip-flops and wacky shirts. Of course.
So it's going to have to be pretty spectacular to beat my night.
You were there, right?
If Louis knocks this out the park and get everything perfectly done, he's got it in the bag.
I'm dressed nice and wacky. Hopefully it's going to be better than the food this week. That's been quite tacky.
Dress down Friday, eh? First in is Shane.
Hi,
how are you?
The shirt.
Come
on in.
Good to see you. Oh, thank you very much. And, oh, well, cheers to a good night.
To a good night.
Yeah.
To the winning night.
We'll see.
Yes, we will. Next to arrive, it's Tandy.
Oh, amazing! What's this?
I thought since you've been a clown all week.
Get it on, get it on! Oh,
I've seen enough of that. Next, it's Katie.
Hello. How are you?
Lovely.
Louis, there's something different about your nose. What's going on?
Sandy's thought I've been a bit of a clown all week, so she's thought I deserved a nice
Oh,
nose.
you
Trying
brought him there.
to give it a go?
I love that you didn't even notice
To
it.
be fair, you dressed that random that I was just like, it's part of the outfit.
Last to arrive is current leader Jay.
To the carnage.
Cheers.
Coming up,
I want those perfect 10s.
costly cuisine.
There was one that did 32 courses.
How much is the 32 cost?
£350 a man.
Oh.
I would pay double. I'd pay 700 quid to not have a 32-course meal with Louis.
And someone collects the cash.
In 4th place, it is...
It's the final night in Bolton,
Cheers!
where financial advisor Louis is hoping his night of fine dining in wacky shirts will bag him £1,000.
This food, I think the surprise factor alone, I think they might be that surprised that they accidentally hold up a 10 instead of a 9, and that might just get me the winning bits.
First on his night of surprises is the starter. He heats the soup and adds cream, ready to be served.
Really happy with that. Let's go and serve it.
And there you have it, honey roasted parsnip soup with homemade bread.
Souptastic. So, ladies first. Careful, the bowls are a little bit hot. But I don't want to do too much washing up, so use your big one, suck in. I'd like to know what everyone thinks of the soup, Katie.
I'm not that... It's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's gorgeous. I hate that I like it so much, Louis.
I love it. I love how smooth and thick it is as well. Oh.
The bread is unreal. Love that bread. I'm coming round for a loaf.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Oh, thank you.
It's so nice. I thought it was going to be a can of soup. I'm actually blown away.
That was just beautiful.
Didn't think you were capable of that, but he poured out of the bag.
They all loved it and they're all blown away.
I personally would love to know what you do as a job. I'm thinking, how many people sat in an office around you have to put up with you every day?
I think you're a financial advisor.
Probably about 5 years ago, I joined my dad's company. I'm now at the helm of the finance company.
You've 100% got the personality for it.
I reckon you could sell anything to anyone.
Ice to an Eskimo.
I was thinking about the poor people that have to listen to him all day long.
Finance, I know you have to be quite calculated and smart, and yeah, that's Louis.
Maybe I can go to finance. I can use calculator. Very simple job.
Best of luck with that.
I'm feeling confident so far. Hopefully I can do this Wellington justice.
To prepare his main course, Louis gives the Wellingtons an egg wash before popping them in the oven.
Hopefully when we carve at the table, we'll have that perfect medium rare inside.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Now, we've got to test it now. Miles under. Back in we go. We need to get it up to eating temperature, because otherwise it'll still be barring.
Ew. Better luck this time, maybe?
Stratospheric on this side. Different readings, maybe a dodgy thermometer.
Well, you know what they say about a bad workman and all that. The Wellington's set aside to rest, and it's on to the truffle mash.
I like the pressure, being a sportsman. I like being under the pressure. Special ingredient, black truffle. Right, here we go. Oh,
I think the pressure's got to him. He plates up his sides and it's ready to go.
I hope these are cut properly, otherwise it won't be a 10 out of 10.
Lamb Wellington and a salmon version for Katie.
So, the big moment. It's always worrying, cooking into a Wellington. Now let's see. Oh, perfect. Still a nice little bit pink in the middle. Thank the Lord. Thank you. I'm sorry for all the things I've done in my previous life.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. It smells so good.
Happy days.
Do a second. The lamb is beautiful. It's literally melting in my mouth.
This is the first time I've had a Wellington. I'm glad it's not in a boot. I I don't normally eat lamb, but the times I have had it, I do like it. It's really tasty. Is the Wellington the pastry?
I think you've met your Waterloo.
I think, yeah. So I think the lamb is the foot and the Wellington's the pastry.
Actually, I never thought of it like that.
Is he okay?
Yeah, it's good. The lamb was a little bit more well done than I would have preferred. I would have preferred it a bit more pink inside.
The salmon. It's amazing.
You've just done so well, haven't you?
I'm invited round next week.
Don't push it, fella.
The lamb was cooked to perfection.
It came out pink and it's just how I wanted it. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but what's the most you've spent on a plate of food?
So £15 Chinese buffet.
Lunchtime deal.
I went climbing in Wales and noticed there was one that did 32 courses.
How much was the 32 course?
It was £350 a man.
Oh.
Who were you with?
Myself, luckily. Couldn't afford my wife. I left her at home.
What a gent!
350 quid on 32 courses. Wow.
I wouldn't spend 350 quid on a 32 course meal. I'd rather spend the money on my face.
I would pay double. I'd pay 700 quid to not have a 32 course meal with Louis. I mean, how many hours is that sat there with him chirping on?
Main course mainly a hit. It's out into the garden for a little game.
Really simple. You've got to get a beanbag all the way along. You miss, you're out.
Hey.
Okay, Tim, you're up. Oh, it's a good start. She's doing well. Oh! Eliminated! That game, once you get going, everyone wants to go. Oh, it's going well. Oh!
Ended up being quite fun, actually.
Dribbled in. Go on. Yes! Oh!
Got everyone riled up, bit competitive.
Where did Tandy get again?
Tandy got to here.
That one, yeah.
Ooh,
Two more.
two more.
Tandy.
Go, Robert. Oh!
Did Tandy win?
Oh, the lovely Rosé Champagne is Tandy!
I won the garden game. I loved it.
It's the only thing she's winning tonight.
Oh! On to that risky dessert.
Obviously, I don't do things by halves. I'm going all out, and I want those perfect tens.
He whisks up his souffle mix and adds the crumble to bowls.
We're looking for a nice little falcon. Oh, look at that. There's the falcon. There's the falcon. That's what we want to see. Perfect.
The apple puree is folded in, ready for the ramekins.
Yeah, they're going in. 8 minutes now. Please, I need this. I need these to work.
After 8 minutes of nervous staring into the oven, they're baked.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
He tops with the crumble mix and sugar, and they're done.
They've risen perfectly. Let's get them out there. Come on.
Yeah! Apple crumble souffle.
Oh. Has anyone got a favourite colour?
Orange.
Orange. Let's have a see. Is it this one?
Yes, please. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is apple crumble souffle. It's like a pillow of love.
You okay there, Shane?
It reminds me of scrambled eggs.
Some beans.
Only with a brown sauce.
It's really nice. I thought it was like cold mousse. So the fact that it's warm is really nice, and I really like the crumble.
That's a different combination, isn't it? I normally have scrambled egg on toast.
Maybe it could have had a bit more apple in there, maybe some cinnamon. For me, it was a tiny bit bland.
I love a souffle. I've never had an apple crumble one, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so good. It was so good.
It's something a lot of people might not have had, especially in Bolton. But I think they were pleasantly surprised. If you could see yourself go and see yourself in 10 years' time, what advice would you give that guy?
Did anyone get that?
If what? Sorry, say that again.
If you could go and.
I think he's talked so much this week, he's run out of words. So who's going to win?
I hope to think I could win the competition.
I think it's a very close call between Jay and Louis.
Everything went according to plan. I couldn't fault myself. I'm fingers crossed.
Louis needs a score of 34 or more to beat current leader Jay.
Louis was a great host. He put in a lot of effort, but there was just a few elements that were just not right for me. So I score him a 7.
Scrambled egg for a dessert is just not for me, so we can have an 8.
Louis, oh boy, can you cook? It's a 10.
Tonight, I'm scoring Louis.
Whoa there! As host, it's up to Louis to reveal this week's winner.
In 5th place, it's Chino!
Really joking, mate. You're all so two-faced. Oh my God, snaky little.
He's taken that well.
In 4th place, Katie!
Well, this is awkward.
In 3rd place, Sandy! In 2nd place, Jay!
Katie scored Louis a perfect 10, meaning a table-topping total of 35.
The right person won tonight. Louis was the well-deserved winner, without a doubt.
Can't believe Louis just beat me. But you know what? It is what it is.
I cannot believe, after I literally made the best cheesecake in the world, that I've come fifth.
They didn't come last, didn't come first, just right in the middle, perfect.
It was never in doubt, really, was it? I was always going to win. The flowery shirt, I think it did it from the start. The food just blossomed as the night went on.
Louis!
Cheers, 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 cheers.